And Buenos Dias, everybody. Happy Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. Currently in Merida, it is 81 degrees with, well, it's partly sunny, but now it's mostly sunny. But yeah, partly sunny skies and about 86% humidity. High today is going to be around 91. So yeah, break out the sunscreen and enjoy the beautiful day it's going to be. There's going to be a slight chance of a thunderstorm around 4 o'clock, but not much of a chance. Later on in the week, probably around Wednesday, yeah, you'll have more rain coming. Currently, Mexican peso is sitting at around 20.45 per US dollar. That's a little bit up, a little bit down. And cryptocurrencies is looking good. So yeah, so let's get to the news. What's going on? One person asked me, said, you don't talk much about the crime, and in Merida. And I said, well, there's really not much crime here. It just is what it is. And let me get over here, get this open. And good morning, Adam. Good to see you. Welcome. So yeah, let me read what one of the newest crime stories that just came up, and it's a police mobilization took place this Wednesday on the 29th in the municipality of Tizimin. It's a little town outside of Merida. After the report of the theft of two backyard chickens in the community of Socopo, Tizimin municipality, a woman called the municipal police when she saw that a man about 60 years old entered her property and escaped with two of her birds. Yeah, so Miss Desi Pineda, 68, notified the authorities of the theft, and several units of the municipal police arrived at her property. So the victim identified the theft by the name of Paulino Fernandez. He was an elderly person who was part of one of the emerging community support programs of the city and of the state government. And so, yeah, the agents, the police officers, met with the suspect, and he accepted the blame, for which he was arrested and interrogated. He confessed to having sold the two chickens for 60 pesos, about $3, to one of his neighbors. He revealed the location, and the police took him in handcuffs to the place of the transaction. There, the 38-year-old resident, Adriana Toon, confirmed Paulino's information and returned the birds to their owner. So, yeah, that's the crime stories for here. There are other, not really crimes. They did show a statistic. Suicide rates here in Merida is up about 15%. And it is, I think it was every 3 days, two people take their life. So it is a epidemic here. And yeah, so please, if you're listening to it, you're feeling down, hey, just reach out and talk to somebody. And if you think somebody is depressed or just give them a call. So, and yeah, so let's get back to the news. Some other good stuff going on. Researchers in Campeche have recovered 26 previously lost varieties of native corn in the last 3 years. Researcher Noel Valdivia of the Instituto Tecnológico y Agropecuario de China, also known as ITAC, revealed that additionally they are researching 6 native corn varieties of the entity of corn. Some of the species recovered are the Dezib, Bacal, Nadir, Tien, and Waknuk, Nanau, and Ichmahana. All pretty much those are Mayan words, so you don't know if you have to kind of look at the word because it has an X in front of it. So Xmanhana. Wakmana. Hakmana. Yeah. There's three different ways to pronounce the X, and you just have to read the word to figure out what way to pronounce the X. Uh, yeah, Mayan language is really interesting. So, anyways, yeah, the main characteristics of these varieties is that they have a higher nutritional value than the commercial corn, known as known in Campeche, where they have it. That's the white and yellow grains, and some even have greater resistance to water scarcity and high temperatures that the normal genetically engineered corn has. So they said, we are badly used to production being easy, said Noel. What we are allowing today with the use of agrochemicals and modified seeds, like from Monsanto, will have a negative impact on our health. Today, people die of chronic diseases, cancers, diabetes, kidney ailments, among others. And it is because of the use of these substances, he had said. And it's true, that right now in with the seeds that are grown commercially in the U.S., they cannot propagate. They cannot grow without the use of certain chemicals. It's a certain layer on the outside of the skin of the corn that is planted, and without this and it's made to preserve it so it doesn't get mold or anything like that or diseases when it's a seedling after when it's in the soil. And we use this chemical to spray on it to remove that outer layer so it can propagate and grow into a corn stalk. So yeah, without these chemicals now, that you can't grow corn in the U.S. So I know Mexico years ago, like 8 years ago, maybe less, they said, no, we are not allowing Monsanto into the country. So they have only their own original corns. So he acknowledged that native corn crops require greater care, but the process can be done through environmentally friendly measures, which are allow the crop and harvest cycles to be as the Mayan heritage dictates, according to climatology, solar, and astronomical phenomena. These varieties don't have greater diffusion because they do not comply with the necessary factors for commercialization regarding their care and production cycle. But it's a lot healthier in the long run. The program aims to train their students so that they can champion the use of these native seeds. Noel notes that 40% of the ITAC students are young people from rural communities and already have plots in their different little villas. So they're starting to produce more. Yeah. And yes, good morning, Julie. Good to see you. There's other news. This is more of a history lesson in regards to the Mayan heritage and Mayan history. So they have this town called Bican, and it's like a moat town, and they're just excavating and looking at it, and it's a place. I think it costs it's a city maybe about 4 hours south of Merida, but it takes about 6 hours to get there, just from its remoteness. But I believe it costs like 65 pesos to get into this place, this city. It's a archaeological find. But right now, because of the pandemic, it is closed. So, but keep check back in regards to the city. It's called Bican. Now, Bican's a remote archaeological site of the Mayan civilization located in the Mexican state of Campeche. The ancient city was christened Bican, Becan, by archaeologists who named it after the Yucatan word, meaning moat, which is one of its most general distinctive features. It's got a whole moat around the city. When entering Beacon via land bridge, you really get the sense of how impressive the city's fortifications actually were. Archaeological evidence suggests that Beacon was first occupied by the Mayans as early as the 6th century BC, making it one of the earliest state cities in the region. Given its early chronologically, it is likely that the city was founded by migrants from further south in the greater cities like El Mirador, though this notion is purely conjecture. The population of the city appears to have contracted dramatically in the 3rd century AD, but bounced back again in the 5th century. This is likely due to the influx of migrants from Central America or Central Mexico, which is attested to by the import of agricultural styles and trade goods traceable to Teotihuacan. It's another city outside of there. The construction of the major edifications seems to have halted sometime during the 9th century. And by the 13th century, the city appears to have been almost entirely abandoned, as the center of political power in Mesoamerica had several centuries prior shifted north to the north of the peninsula, where the rise of the prominent cities as Uxmal and Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza is just outside of Merida, right at the outskirts, and I need to go there. Yeah, it's one of the most went to places, but yeah, I got to get there. And so, because of Beacon's longevity and its history, we can see evidence of a microcosm of Mayan chronologically packed into a single site. From the early archaic period, which structures were essentially limited to stone platforms with edifications made of perishable materials atop of it, to the rise of the first great pyramids in the pre-classic, to the consolidation of a golden age in the classic period, to a gradual shift to the north and eventual collapse. The constructions found in Beacon are usually thought of as conforming to the Rio Bec style of Mayan architecture. However, examples of just about every other form are observable in the ancient city as well. Yeah, so Beacon's largely tallest structure, it's a pyramid known as Structure 9, Structure IX. This pyramid is about 32 meters tall. And its summit is a spectacular view of the whole ancient city. One of Beacon's most iconic structures is a monumental construction which features two large towers on the north and south sides, which it's got a grand facade, and the staircase entrance to the structure is framed by large stone columns made of meticulously carved stone blocks. And as the area contained by Beacon's moat was clearly not large enough to house all of the city's inhabitants, most residential areas were constructed outside of the periphery. But the inhabitants of these dwellings were likely offered shelter within the fortifications during sieges or invasions. So yeah, the structure is known simply as the circular altar. Seems to have been one of the last edifications to have been erected in Beacon's long history, and dates to the 11th century, 1200s. That was before the Black Death of Europe and all that. So yeah, they had massive civilizations before that. It's just I'm falling in love with the Mayan history here. And then with the Mayan train route that's going from Merida and down through Campeche and up through Quintana Roo and back, this whole big loop of about, it's got to be 1,000 kilometers. I don't know, but they're finding all these new cities that they've never even seen before. So it's, yeah, I'm a geek when it comes to history. Sorry. So yeah, so Beacon structure is it was made up of a large elevated platform topped with a secondary edification containing several chambers. But it is what is found on top of the facades what is most interest. A magnificently preserved stucco mask likely depicting one of the city's nobles wearing an extremely ornate headdress. And, you know, I didn't save the picture of this, but of the mask, but it is so lifelike and so beautiful looking piece of artwork. It's just amazing that it had survived. So yeah, go to the comments here. Yeah, good morning, Adam. Good to see you, and Julie, welcome, and Dana. Hola, hello everyone. Good morning, Dana. Good to see you. And hello, Adam, and Greg. Welcome, sir. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it's the Mayan culture and the language. It's just it's so interesting to read about and to learn. And my older brother Dennis, he was an archaeologist, and he even taught it. Words are tough today. Let me have a sip of coffee. Hold on. Yeah, that's better. Yes, Dennis. He was an archaeologist and taught at Chico State after he did a bunch of digs in Egypt and what have you over there. But yeah, he taught at Chico State, and now with the discovery of the different cities and things with the Mayan trades, because these are massive civilizations that they're finding. You know, of like one of the smaller ones is like 25,000 people. So it's just amazing to see that these are just now being discovered, and it's just it's exciting, for me as a history buff, and I see his draw, my brother's draw to archaeology. So yeah, and I'm when I was in the military, I was kind of sort of I was going to go into linguistics and toured the Army school in Monterey for their language course, their language schools. But looking at the Mayan language and kind of just really seeing it over and over again and just looking at it, and it's a very interesting language. It kind of sort of reminds me of almost an Asian influence of the language. Uh, how I see it. So yeah. Okay, enough about that. Sorry, didn't mean to bore you guys, but yeah. History is just that's one of my passions, and to see it coming alive, just being discovered now, is just amazing. It's a once in a lifetime type thing. So yeah. What else is going on? This tomorrow, I fly out to Miami. I think I did get a notification saying something about special offers about if you want to be flexible and if we overbook the flight. So you guys, American Airlines, but I said no, I'm not flexible anymore. So, but it's what's Dan say? No, it's beautiful. I've been at the pyramid-like structure in Cozumel. Yes, yeah, and yeah, it's almost like they have like 7 or 8 different cities that they found just by digging up the train route and just finding these massive cities, and all of them, pretty much a bunch of them, have these pyramid-type structures. So it's amazing. Yeah, thanks, Dan. Um, yeah. I am flying into Miami. Leave in the afternoon. I think it's like 4:30 and 4:15, 4:30, and arrive at 7 in the evening. So nice couple hour flight. I lose an hour with the time zone because I'm in Central Time. But yeah, arrived in Miami. I'm gonna relax and sit by the pool a lot, probably. Get like a cooler and just have maybe not pina coladas, but not even daiquiris. Something delivered to me. Yeah. Uh, And then some friends are coming down. Um, they have to check out one of the facilities for a convention that they want to do in February. I said, oh, that kind of works perfect because I'm flying out now to renew my visa, and hopefully I don't see an issue, but hopefully I'll get another 180 days. That would push it out till April. I'd have to get it. But I said, well, they're thinking about having this cannabis festival convention in my February. So I thought, February is just a couple months since, so I can leave in February and go to that and then come back. So, yeah, and this place I'm staying at, I'm going to do a video of the location for disabled persons because, hey, I'm an amputee, I'm in a wheelchair, believe it or not. And they have disabled, some disabled rooms. And I said, okay, is it possible, get low entrance bathtub and all this? They said, yeah, we have that. We also have wide doors for entrances for wheelchairs and transfer chairs if I want to borrow those, walkers. So, wow, cool. Okay, that's fantastic. So, yeah, I have my backpack. This is what I'm taking only. My backpack with just all my clothes. And yeah, I've become a very light traveler, very simple and a minimalist. So it's yeah, I'm looking forward to this flight. Uh, I really didn't want to leave, to do a visa run, but I thought, hey, well, why not? Got to do it. So go to a nicer place, Miami. I don't think I'll be hitting all the clubs and all that. That's not my thing. But yeah, I've never been to Miami itself. I've been everywhere else in Florida when we had to do maneuvers in the military, but I never really did like Florida. Uh, but yeah, we'll see what Miami's like. I mean, it's like California, it takes a day and a half to get from top to bottom, and it's completely different worlds. And I believe, maybe Florida's like the same way. So the south part of Florida may be different. So, good morning, Amy. Good to see you. Hot mess searcher. So yeah, fly out on Monday. Stay for a few days. My friend's going to come down, take me out to dinner, lunch. And another friend that she lives in, or used to live in Three Rivers, where I grew up, or in California. And she moved out to Florida years ago. And I thought, oh, hey, I'm going to be in town. Oh, my God, I'll come down and see you. I can't do it this time, but yeah. I said, cool. I said, yeah, she's like 4 hours away. But yeah, dear family friend. So, yeah. Did I miss something? Are you moving to Miami? Yeah, you didn't hear? I'm getting married. I'm moving to Miami. Yeah, you missed it all. No, I just have to do a visa run. So I'm heading to Miami for 3 or 4 days, renew my visa, and then flying back. Um, I have to leave the country. I've been here 6 months now. You only get 180 days. So had to do it. Great. Yeah, if I had been here before, at least once before on this passport I could have renewed my visa here at the immigration office. But because my old passport is when I came back and forth all the time from San Diego when I was there. They don't have that record on this passport, so I do have to leave, they said. So be prepared for everything expensive, especially food and drinks. Yeah. I already scoped that out. I looked at where I'm staying at. and I found they had like I think it's a Walgreens, I believe, that is next door to the place, the hotel, and a Chinese food buffet place, uh, like 3 blocks down. And what else? I think they said they had even a Walmart nearby. And yeah, a bunch of other stuff. But I'm not planning on going to expensive restaurants there and stuff like that. Now, this is just primarily a visa run, and we are going to go. My friends are going to come down and look at the. We're going to go to the Hilton and check out the convention center for the convention we're going to have. Or so yeah, we may have dinner there. Yeah. Um, yeah, be prepared for everything expensive. Oh yeah. I'm used to Mexico prices here. In fact, that's one of the videos I'm going to do. I finally got all my information. I'm not going to bring that laptop with me. I'm just going to bring the Chromebook. But so I really can't do the editing, but I can do the recording and the different clips of showing the cost of living for here in Mexico. Now, this last month, I put everything on the American Express, so I'd have a whole list of everything I spent. There were maybe twice a week when I went to Parque Santa Ana and had my 3 tacos and Coke for brunch. And that I paid in cash. So I'll add that to it. But I could not, I tried and I didn't splurge, or I didn't, tighten the belt at all. I kind of splurged. Even we had the meetup earlier in September. I brought a bottle of Bailey's and this gigantic thing of Snickers that is on the express card too. So, and I could not spend over $1,000. I tried to be as lavigant, words are not working today. I tried to be Mr. Rich Guy and spend. Oh, good morning, Roy. Good to see you. Love the shirt, bud. Yeah. Horizon. And I got that this morning. I'll be sending that out as soon as I get off this. But yeah, so I put everything on the American Best card, so it has a printout, and I think that was only like $407. That was my grocery orders, my Uber rides, my Uber Eats, my what else did I put on there? Even stuff that I bought for my granddaughter, I'm on auctions and gifts for her to send. So everything's on there. And yeah, it was like $400, and then my rent is $270. Okay. Yeah, my lavish lifestyle. I tried to spend as much as I could. But little Cuba. It is fun. Coffee and Cuban sandwiches. Yum. Little Cuba. I'll try that one out. My buddy out here, Jose Arteaga, he's Cuban. And he's telling me different places to hit up. And oh, you know what? I just realized. Let me fix this. Do that. Do that. I think I got it. Okay, yeah. You got wrenches now, so you can drop your links. He's Cuban. He told me a couple places to go to and where to eat at. So I am kind of looking forward to it. Again, I've not been to Miami, so but yeah, I spent. It was up here. I just realized. Wait a minute, Julie, Little Cuba, is that here? Um, that sounds familiar. I don't know if he told me that one or not. Anyways, yeah, I'm looking forward to different places down there and just chilling out by the pool, relax for a few days, fly back here. So, no, in Miami. Okay. All right. Yeah. Um, I was also thinking about because I'm not going to rent a car. They have a shuttle service from the airport to the hotel uh, every 30 minutes, and where I looked around the neighborhood, where the hotel is at, so, because it's near the airport. If it's too busy or anything like that, so no, it's a nice area, and have different places around right there where I'll need. So I'm not going to get a vehicle per se, and yeah, I don't. It would be a shock to get an Uber there, compared to here. We spend what, like $2-3 for Uber, $4 at the most. We're going way outside. Whereas there, it's probably be about $40, $50. So, so yeah, flying out tomorrow, stay for a few days, and yeah, do it all again. So, anyways, that's what I forgot to do. Usually, what I do is it is getting to it's already past top of the hour. Is that history story? It was just interesting, so it went a little bit longer. But yeah, there's the link. If anybody would like to come in and chat afterwards, you're more than welcome. I have nothing planned except drink some more coffee, smoke some more weed. Yeah. So, anyways, everybody have a fantastic day, great rest of your weekend, and have a beautiful week coming up. Like, comment, subscribe. Adios, amigos.